Hey everybody, Rich down here in the bunker with Prep U. Hey, no you won't. Probably not. Unless it's special circumstances, you're not going to. Either am I. And yet, we still have bug out bags, more than one, just in case we do. But before I get into the weeds, let's have a little discussion about why you're not gonna bug out. There's a lot of reasons for it, but let's go over them. Oh, and there are a few reasons to bug out, so let's take a look. Number one, safety and security. Think about yourself, your family, your dogs, and stuff like that. Insecurity and safety is the number one thing that you always have to think about. Let me ask you this question. Are you safer in your home or in your car on the road? In your truck on the road? Some hotel on the road? I'm going to guess you're safest at home. You know where everything is at home. You know the surroundings at home. You know how to protect your castle. You know your weak points. You know your strong points. You've talked, hopefully, with your family about how to protect your home, what to do about your home, how to act like your home is empty and already been ransacked. So that's your main number one reason, and that's why we prep and that's why we prepare, is for safety and security of you and your family and your extended family. Your home is your castle. You can defend that. You cannot defend your car or your truck. Definitely can't defend your motorcycle or your bicycle. That's number one. And your family. Another reason you're not going to leave is your family. You're all together. I don't know how many kids you have. Maybe it's just you. Maybe it's just you and your wife. Maybe it's just you, your wife, and the newborn. Or maybe you got a couple kids in grade school. Maybe you got some high school kids. Maybe you have college kids or grown adults that live someplace else, and your home is their castle. Especially your college kids and your grown kids that maybe live in an apartment and they don't have room to have all the stuff that you have sitting around your house, in your bunker, in your garage, available. They don't have the firearms that you have, to protect yourself. They need to come someplace. Someplace is not on the road to meet you in a car. Someplace is not at some unknown hotel that they don't know what they're walking into. Their someplace is home. And when they get home, your castle becomes stronger because you can now defend it even more. So, safety and security, family, 1 and 2. Number 3, you got too damn much stuff to take with you. Think about it. If you've been prepping as long as I have, and maybe not even as long as I have, where are you taking all this stuff? What are you going to do with it? How many vehicles do you need to transport everything that you need? Because I'll tell you right now, even the stuff that you've got prepared in your bug out bag, in your secondary bag, in your food bags, everything you've secured in one location for your prepping isn't enough. You're going to need everything in your home. You're going to need extra clothes, washer and dryer if you've got electricity, just to stay human. All right? You can't take it with you. I don't care how many vehicles, how many trailers, what you've got. An 18-wheeler, you're not taking it all with you. Funny story, I remember when I was a kid, we used to go up to Michigan and spend the entire summer at the cottage. And my father would go, "What the heck are you doing? What is all this stuff? Why don't I just put a big eyelet on the front of the house and just drag the whole house up to the cottage, and then you'll have everything that you need." And he was right, because we had to have a totally separate set of stuff at that cottage, because all we were bringing was clothes. We weren't bringing food. We weren't bringing extra supplies. We weren't bringing firearms. There was a lot of stuff we weren't bringing. Didn't need can openers. We didn't need a stove. We didn't need propane. We didn't need white gas. All kinds of stuff that we didn't need because it was already there. All we needed was the car, the people, and the clothes. So, safety and security, family, and you got too damn much stuff. All right? And the last point of why you're not going anyplace, you got no place to go. Where are you going? Most people don't have any other place to go. And if they do have some place to go, maybe it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 1,000 miles away. How safe and secure is your trip 1,000 miles away, 500 miles away? How safe and secure is your trip to the other side of town with all your stuff out in the open, which is you, your wife, the newborn, and the 2 kids in grade school? You've got no really good place to go. You just don't, okay? For most people or whatever, you know. So that is why you're not going to bug out. And again, why you're going to shelter in place is your home is easier to defend than a vehicle or a tent. All your stuff will not fit into a bag. And those people that have the I ain't coming home ever again bag, that little bitty bag that they throw on their back that has less room than a high school sophomore does with all the crap that he or she carries, he ain't going nowhere. He's not going to survive, not even by himself. And I don't care how many caches you have on the way to wherever you're going. It ain't going to be easy to defend yourself out there on the road. And unless you have a second home or a family home to bug out to, and the way to get there is safe, especially if you're ahead of the curve, if you're behind the curve, it ain't safe out there on the road. It's not going to be safe. You know, and where you're going, the trip, do you know the people, the area? Do they want your stuff? Do they know who you are? Are you a trespasser to them? Do they want to know why you're coming through their town, what you're doing? For all they know, you've been raiding houses along the way, and all the stuff you've got is all the crap you found. All right? Another reason to shelter in place, like I said before, is getting your family home. And that includes your grown-up kids away. That could include your parents, your wife's parents, significant other parents. Like I said in the video, gathering the clan, you need a plan. You need something, some way to figure out how you're going to get everybody together and defend everybody. But since we're having a discussion, let's flip it to the other side. All right? Why you might bug out. And I always said, as I end most of my videos, I always say that you should have 72 hours of bug out or evacuation food. If you've ever talked to anybody that's ever evacuated, they can't bring everything with them. They bring the essentials, and they pray to God that they come home to something. All right? Be it, volcanoes, or be it especially hurricanes and stuff like that, where they have a chance to put everything together, where they have plans, where they have, clipboards of everything that they need, and everybody in the family has a job to put everything together and load it into the car and get out of Dodge as fast as you can. And like I said, pray that there's something else. Those are probably 2 reasons you would want to bug out or evacuate, because you have to, because you are ordered to, because you can't stay. It's too dangerous. Maybe another reason, maybe your house isn't defendable. Maybe your parents' house is. Maybe your kids' house is. Maybe it's out in the country and you need to get out of the city. But you better get out quick. You better get out ahead of the curve. You just need to. Or another reason you might want to bug out, there's nothing left to defend. It's gone. All right? You've got nothing left. You've got what's the shirt on your back and maybe your get-home bag and your everyday carry. That is it. In your car and a tank of fuel. And hopefully you have your family with you. you're gonna bug out. That's the other time that you're gonna bug out. Or maybe in 6 months to a year when things have changed and you are out of supplies, there's no supplies coming, and you have to leave. There's just nothing. For the sake of survival, you have to cut bait and leave. So those are really the only 4 reasons that you might want to bug out. But let's face it, you have a 99.99% chance that you are not bugging out. It's too dangerous. You can't carry everything with you. You have family considerations. You're just not going to. I'm not telling you not to have this. I'm not telling you to have secondary bags. I'm not telling you not to have a plan, because as a prepper, you prep for everything, all right? And that goes from, yes, the zombie apocalypse, to flooding, to asteroids, to volcanoes, to earthquakes, to whatever. You plan for everything. Just like all my 282 videos tell you, you plan for everything. Not only that, but you plan to protect everything you have. And you keep planning, and you look at your plan, and you keep going through it. Because there is that 0.0001% chance that you're going to have to bug out. Not evacuate. You have a higher chance of having to evacuate, which means you are coming back. And if you bug out, hopefully you come back. But those are the arguments I set forth on the court of public opinion to think about, to ponder, and to plan for. But really, I've discussed it with my family. I've discussed it with others. Unless you're bugging out to one of their house, or you have a prepper's pod or a group that you're going to meet up somewhere at a specific location, at a bunker somewhere, and again, you're ahead of the curve, or you're going in a group, stay in place. It's safer. All your stuff's there. Your family can find you. And really, do you have any other place to go? So that's it. Discuss it. Think about it. That's what we do here. We want you to think about the things that we bring forward. So, but that's it for this video. And we appreciate you watching it. We appreciate comments. We appreciate if you like it. If you don't like it, if you like it, click that you like it. And hopefully you never have to. Hopefully the stuff that you've stored is just stuff for a rainy day. Extra ammunition that you can go to the range and shoot, extra food if you need it. If you run out by accident, hopefully that's what all that stuff's for. Your camping equipment is to go camping. But that's it. Subscribers, thank you. As always, we're a little over 1,800 subscribers. Please pass this on to anybody that you know and have them subscribe. Have your dog subscribe. We need more subscribers. We love it. But that's it. And like we always say, please, always be aware of your surroundings. And yes, have 72 hours of evacuation or bug out food, water, and medicine available, and 3, 6, 9 months of food, water, and medicine per person, and anybody else that might come to your house that can't bring that stuff with them. And please, prep like your life depends on it, because it really does. Thanks a lot. Take care. See you next time.